Breaking news, a federal judge in New York dismisses Justin Baldoni's lawsuit against Blake Lively.
What happens when Hollywood's brightest stars collide behind the scenes of a hit film? What started as a dream project turned into a courtroom saga, making headlines worldwide? This is the explosive timeline of Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's unraveling partnership. From simmering tensions on set to a legal showdown that's shaking the industry.
The latest on the legal bombshell.
Shocking behind-the-scenes drama.
This year has been full of the highest highs and the lowest lows of my life. I was surprised I've had a pretty intense year.
Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni once shared the spotlight in It Ends With Us, a 2024 summer blockbuster. But behind the scenes, tensions were rising long before the public caught on. Baldoni wasn't just her co-star, he also directed and produced the film.
I'm really sorry. I f***ed up. That is a fail on my part. And I'm gonna f*** up. I'm gonna say the wrong thing. I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth. I'm gonna f*** you off, probably, but I will always apologize.
Feud between Hollywood stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni.
Today's opinion is a total victory and a complete vindication.
Months after whispers of conflict began surfacing, Lively filed a formal complaint, not just against Baldoni, but also producer Jamie Heath, their company Wayfarer Studios, co-founder Steve Sarowitz, and others. She accused them of inappropriate behavior and orchestrating a smear campaign to ruin her reputation. She further named independent contractor Jeb Wallace and PR reps Melissa Nathan and Jennifer Abel as contributors to the alleged campaign. Baldoni, through his attorney, denied all allegations. But when the New York Times published an in-depth investigation, things escalated quickly. Baldoni responded by suing the publication for $250 million, claiming their reporting was misleading. Days later, he filed another $400 million lawsuit, this time against Lively, her husband Ryan Reynolds, and their publicist Leslie Sloan, alleging defamation and civil extortion. Lively's legal team fired back, calling it another chapter in the abuser playbook. Then, on June 9th, a judge dismissed both of Baldoni's lawsuits. But the drama isn't over. A trial is now set for March 9th, 2026. Let's rewind to where it all began. Was this just a professional clash? Or something deeper? These key events reveal how a blockbuster turned into a battleground. January 26th, 2023. Lively and Baldoni were announced as leads in It Ends With Us, based on Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel. Hoover celebrated the casting. Blake is my dream lily, Justin, my Ryle. Baldoni echoed the excitement online. May 2023, early 2024. Filming kicked off in New Jersey, but was quickly halted due to the writers' strike. Production resumed in 2024, with a delayed release planned for August. August 6th, 2024. Red carpet tensions. At the film's premiere, Lively posed with the cast. Baldoni arrived with his family and kept his distance. He skipped the press tour and didn't even introduce the movie. Rumors of a rift exploded. August 9th, 2024. Despite the buzz, the film debuted strong. $50 million opening weekend, eventually grossing over $242 million globally. It became Lively's biggest box office success yet. August 13, 2024. Baldoni hired crisis PR manager Melissa Nathan, known for handling high-profile reputational crises. December 20th, 2024. Lively filed her explosive complaint, accusing Baldoni of unprofessional and inappropriate conduct, including entering her trailer uninvited and inappropriate comments made on set. She also alleged his team planted damaging media stories about her. Baldoni's lawyer denied everything, claiming they only responded to incoming press inquiries. December 21st, 2024. On the same day the New York Times published its investigation, Baldoni's agency, WME, dropped him, a significant move, especially since Lively is also repped by them. December 31st, 2024. Baldoni sued the New York Times, alleging deliberate distortion of facts. He shared screenshots of messages where Lively allegedly invited him into her trailer. He also claimed her team spread false HR complaint stories. That same day, Lively formally sued Baldoni in New York, solidifying the public nature of their dispute. January 16, 2025. Baldoni fired back with another lawsuit, this one directly targeting Lively, Reynolds, and publicist Leslie Sloan. He accused Lively of making poor creative decisions and claimed she mocked his appearance during filming. The lawsuit included PR reps Nathan and Abel, who say they've since received threats due to Lively's allegations. Her legal team dismissed the lawsuit as a desperate attack. January 21, 2025, Baldoni's team released behind-the-scenes footage from the now infamous dance scene. In the clip, the two are joking around, seemingly contradicting Lively's account. Lively's lawyers, however, said the footage confirmed her version, pointing out she was clearly uncomfortable in the scene. January 27, 2025. A trial date was set for March 2026. That same day, a leaked voice message allegedly from Baldoni surfaced, where he apologized to Lively about script edits.
Hey, Blake. It is 2 in the morning. Hopefully this does not wake you up.
Short, and you worked really hard on that. February 1st, 2025. Baldoni launched a website sharing PDFs of legal filings and alleged evidence to support his claims. February 3rd, 2025. At a pretrial hearing, the judge warned both sides, stop fighting through the press or risk an expedited trial. February 4th, 2025. Baldoni revealed notes from a meeting with an intimacy coordinator suggesting Lively skipped the prep session. A text from Lively at the time stated, "I feel good. I can meet her when we start." That same day, a source close to Lively said she remained calm and focused on her family despite the noise. February 19th, 2025. Lively filed an amended complaint, providing what her lawyers say is new evidence and corroboration. They added that other women expressed fear of coming forward and concern over the toxic atmosphere. Baldoni's lawyer dismissed it all as hearsay and lacking substance, promising that upcoming depositions would reveal the truth. June 2nd, 2025. Lively voluntarily dropped 2 claims related to emotional distress. Her team said they were narrowing the case, not retreating, and that her broader harassment and retaliation claims still stood. June 9th, 2025. A major turn. The judge dismissed Baldoni's $400 million countersuit against Lively and Reynolds, as well as his lawsuit against the New York Times. However, Baldoni's legal team was given the option to refile certain contract-related claims. In his ruling, the judge said Baldoni's side failed to prove that the defendants knowingly made false statements, a key legal requirement for defamation. Amber Tamblyn has Blake Lively's back amid her latest legal win against Justin Baldoni. Shortly after news broke on Monday, June 9th, that a federal judge dismissed Baldoni's countersuit against Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and more, Tamblyn showed support for her longtime friend and Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants co-star, 37, on social media. "Proud of you, Blake," wrote Tamblyn, 42, on her Instagram stories. "This is a win for women everywhere who dare to speak out." Judge Louis J. Lyman granted the motions to dismiss on Monday, tossing out the $400 million lawsuit filed by Baldoni, 41, and the Wayfarer parties against Lively and Reynolds, 48, which alleged extortion and defamation, as well as the It Ends With Us director's $250 million defamation lawsuit against the New York Times. The judge noted in his filing on Monday that Baldoni's legal team can still amend the claims for breach of implied covenant and tortious interference with contract if they choose to move forward, with a deadline of June 23rd. In a statement Monday, Lively's attorneys Ezra Hudson and Mike Gottlieb said, "Today's opinion is a total victory and a complete vindication for Blake Lively, along with those that Justin Baldoni and the Wayfarer parties dragged into their retaliatory lawsuit, including Ryan Reynolds, Leslie Sloan, and the New York Times. As we have said from day one, this $400 million lawsuit was a sham, and the court saw right through it," they added. In March, his attorney Brian Friedman called Lively's motion to dismiss the lawsuit one of the most abhorrent examples of abusing our legal system. Tamblyn previously spoke out in support of Lively, as did their Sisterhood co-stars America Ferrera and Alexis Bledel, back in December 2024. After Lively filed her initial complaint alleging sexual harassment and retaliation, which Baldoni denies. In a joint statement shared on Instagram December 22, Ferrera, 41, Bledel, 43, and Tamblyn wrote, "As Blake's friends and sisters for over 20 years, we stand with her in solidarity as she fights back against the reported campaign waged to destroy her reputation. Throughout the filming of It Ends With Us, we saw her summon the courage to ask for a safe workplace for herself and colleagues on set. And we are appalled to read the evidence of a premeditated and vindictive effort that ensued to discredit her voice, they continued. Most upsetting is the unabashed exploitation of domestic violence survivors' stories to silence a woman who asked for safety. The hypocrisy is astounding. The statement added, "We are struck by the reality that even if a woman is as strong, celebrated, and resourced as our friend Blake, she can face forceful retaliation for daring to ask for a safe working environment. We are inspired by our sister's courage to stand up for herself and others," they added at the time.